Like the show Impractical Jokers. Have you watched that?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit, yeah. I love that show. It's a great show.
But
all right,
welcome
welcome back to The Ultimate Cleveland. I know, I miss him.
We need Joe.
I miss Joe on the Impractical Jokers. That's one of my favorite shows. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I try to watch that when I can.
It's so funny.
It's a great show. I think we should do a skit. Mike would be so good. I've watched. Have you ever seen Impractical Jokers?
I have. I'm aware of it.
So
do you like it or no?
No, I like it.
Every time I
He
watch
doesn't like it that much.
No, it's all right.
I say to myself, Mike would be so good in a show like that because he's quick.
Yeah.
And he's genuinely
That's nice
funny.
of you to say.
I think he'd kill that show.
We should do that in Cleveland.
As our group,
Yeah,
I
as
think
a group.
we should go out in the field
You want to?
and
Let's
do
do
an
it.
Impractical joke.
people.
We all have
I will say
earpieces.
anything.
Yeah.
I don't know how they lose. I'll say anything.
I will too.
Because
I
I
mean-
get to tell them later that it was
Right.
just a TV show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not
So
embarrassing.
even
But
if
you
it's
might
awkward
get
in the
punched in the
moment.
face.
And
You might
now
get
they all
punched in
know the
face.
show too. Like they know.
I mean, you'd have to. What would you
Some
do
of
if
the
somebody
stuff
punched
they
me in the
make
face?
people do, though.
I could block a punch.
We could do a skit. We could do that.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go bother anybody at Tower City you want me to.
Go.
Hey, speaking of Mike
I've seen
Polk,
you do it.
Yeah.
while Chris Rose is restarting his computer.
All right.
We see him. We're
good.
just trying to hear him. While
Okay.
we're waiting for that, let's play the Mike Polk, Bernie Kosar.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And we'll troubleshoot
Mike,
Chris while we do this. So,
Set it up
Sure.
for us.
Okay, so we talked about this the other day. When I was a kid, I used to go, and obviously Bernie was very formative in all of our lives as people growing up around here, sports fans. And my dad would go to these like dinners where you could meet Bernie Kosar, and he'd just bother Bernie Kosar at these things and
He was
pretend they were-
basically a harasser.
Yeah, and he'd just pretend they were good friends. Like, Bernie, you remember me? And he knew each other, whatever. But my dad was like, he dragged me to these things. And they were fun, but it's also like just this, it was speeches of dudes just saying like, here's what's so important about athletics in the community. And I'm so bored because I'm 11. But you got Coca-Colas and stuff. But I took a great picture with Bernie Kosar that I don't know if we still have it. We probably don't. But it's me, my dad, and Bernie Kosar at one of these. And Jay, I showed you this picture at one point, and you suggested doing a reenactment, which were very popular at the time.
Yes.
Of that picture, only with us grown up.
Recreate that moment in time, that
Recreate
glorious moment in time.
And so we did that for WKYC, and let's take a look at it.
It turned into an adventure that only Mike Polk Jr. could orchestrate.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here for this incredibly important project. I'm just going to run through the bullet points with you very quickly so we know what we're doing here today.
We're coachable, by the way.
Well, I think Bill Belichick would disagree.
Oh, the first Belichick
Sick
shot
burn.
fired.
Sick burn, burn. What does it take to bring three local titans like Bernie Kosar, Jay Crawford, and Mike Polk Sr. together like this? It took a picture. This picture. This is the Mike Polk Sr., Mike Polk Jr., Bernie Kosar photo reenactment project. Based on this photo from, I believe, 1991. Dad, do you remember what this event was?
One of Bernie's Tanglewood dinners after a football game.
After every game, we'd have an event out there, and we'd do Q&A with our fans and talk about what happened in the previous Sunday's game. The Polk family was a mainstay.
Yes. Let me tell you how this happened. I posted this. Jay texts me that we bring you in for one of these photo reenactments, which are so popular right now.
So you take any picture from the past, and then you get the same folks back together and try to get them in as close proximity to the original photo as you can, and then you frame them side by side. I've done them with my kids when they were 6 and 8, and then when they were 16 and 18.
So this was your idea, and you offered to waste Bernie's time with this. Once our mission had been established, the briefing shifted to logistics. Going to the picture itself. So what are our big concerns? First of all, obviously this Bernie shirt, okay? From 1991. This sweater, a big problem, because they don't make this Bugle Boy sweater anymore, it turns out. I hit a couple different thrift stores, and I did the best that I could. Fortunately, my dad let me know that he still has this tie.
That's the last time I wore a tie.
Jay, this is your role. I appreciate the fact that you have agreed to play the role of the guy who's halfway into the shot.
It's going to be some of my best work ever.
Just remember, there are no small parts, only small actors. So now we're just gonna get started.
Let's do it.
The moment was finally upon us. It was time to make our vision come to life. Okay, this way, a little more, a little more.
It's like moving a truck.
How we do? All right, Bernie, you ready? Okay, so you're gonna be here next to this guy.
Yeah.
Perfect. Remember, just like it was in 1991. Come into the shot here. Everyone do their same kind of look that they were doing. Bernie, you're just kind of like checked out. Like, how much longer is this? Dad, you were legitimately happy to be there and probably had a 6-beer buzz. Okay, yeah. 3, 2, 1. I think we're nailing it. It was then, as we were wrapping a successful photo shoot, that tragedy struck.
Could you have Please tell me you got that.
I think that's a wrap. They say you can't live in the past, and that's true. But that doesn't mean you can't celebrate it and commemorate it by making it a part of the present. This is Mike Polk hanging with the posse for 3 News.
I'm ready.
Number one, did you set that up to fall? Or was that a total accident?
Sometimes the universe just smiles on
That
you.
is awesome.
I was asked that so
Yes.
often that like someone
Yeah.
pulled that on Mike, right? And I go, no.
No.
It just,
I just
it
didn't
was
put it
the
up very
universe's
well.
way of saying, why are we going back to that
That is
moment?
so great.
Yeah.
And number two, do you know the person whose actual shoulder that was that Jay was playing?
We have no clue. We actually asked Bernie, though, and he's just like, that could have been. He named like 6 guys. Who, you know,
Was that Dan Fike?
he named
Does
like
he think it was another player?
No, I think it was like one of the 6 guys who was scamming Bernie at that time, probably. It was,
More than
unfortunately,
6.
Yeah. You know, I really think that was it. And he's just like, so I think I probably brought up some bad stuff.
Yeah.
But thank
Bernie,
you for
if
being
you're
a good-
watching, we're sorry.
Thank you for being a good sport, Bernie. He was great.
You know, Bernie really, his buy-in on that was great because when I texted him right after you said you'd be down
Yeah.
for it, and when I texted him, I'm like, I started it by saying, I get it if you don't want to do it, but there's this picture, and I explained it to him, and like within seconds, he replies back, dude, that would be a blast. I'm in.
Yeah.
And he really, you're right, his buy-in was great.
Same khakis, everything.
A quiet good line in that is when your dad said, it's like moving a truck, right? That was good. It was
Yeah.
funny.
Great.
The old man looking all right.
No, he's held
Yeah.
up well.
Yeah.
Did you tell him I thought he was dead for some reason?
No, but I'm sure.
Mike is alive and
why
well.
I
I
assumed
love
that.
Mike Sr.
Yeah,
He's
he was.
awesome.
He wouldn't be insulted.
I
by
guess
it.
it's all my friends my age, but I don't think
I
you're
get
as
it.
old as I am.
I get it.
I think most of my friends' dads are dead at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
I know.
Well,
But-
no, you're still hanging in there, old man.
There you go.
Yeah.